Hello and welcome back to my Killer8 mode guide. I'm sorry for the huge delay on this video. The first reason is that actually this video turned out way longer than I expected because the stage is very tough and difficult, and also two-part stage, so that did not make it any easier. The other reason is that I completely forgot to record important parts of this stage and the other stage as well. Also, the next stage might also be a problem for me, so I have to redo some stuff. So yeah, I had to re-record video parts with a New Game Plus save, but still every time I fight a boss and every time I upgrade, it's totally legit and I did not fake any of this. Please trust me on that, and you can trust me on that. I do legit videos, and the whole reason I'm talking to you right now is because I'm doing legit videos. So no one can call me a cheater again, like on my Star Wars video. Now let's go. Hello and welcome back to my Killer8 mode guide. This stage is a very critical point in the game because it's actually very difficult compared to the others before. So all the preparation you've done with upgrading the characters was actually to get to this point. Also, the stage has one of the hardest bosses in the game, and it's a two-part stage. So for part 1 takes place in this amusement park setting, and again I need to stress that this is a very critical point in the game. So first things first, I need to mention that there are no hard part sections in this video because by making this safety save, you are going to make your life easier, because there are very critical points in this stage where if you mess up, you are likely going to lose your progress if you've saved at the wrong time. So keep that in mind for the rest of the stage. After creating the save, we'll start immediately with the preparation. The preparation in this stage is very simple. Just go to the arcade. There are going to be 2 Heaven Smiles waiting for you. One of them is this regular one right here, and the other one is going to be a Protector Smile. To kill the Protector Smile you have to use Mask the Smith. So whatever fits your style. I usually like to kill the first one, leave the room and re-enter. After 11 kills you have finally enough to awaken Kevin. Kevin is going to be important in this stage, and in order to awaken him you do not have to walk all that much distance because there's going to be a Harmon's room nearby. So Kevin is going to be your backup man for difficult situations you want to avoid in this stage, and there are going to be plenty. Once this cutscene here is over, you will make your way to the next really tough situation in this stage. It's going to be the Ishizaka string quartet, and in order to beat this you will first have to switch to Harmonsmith, because you will immediately, once you enter the room, be surrounded by enemies. And so this area is actually called the string quartet, but I call it the cinemas, whatever you want to call it. It's a very difficult situation, and it's the first situation where you will meet the Broken Smile. Here I immediately aim down the side and refocus after every shot with the F button. After the Broken Smile you have still got 2 enemies to go, so here I switch to Mask the Smith for the Protector Smile, and after that I will switch to Con the Smith because I'm better at aiming with him. And remember, every time you re-enter this section you will have to face these 3 enemies. Not in this position, but they will be in this section, so keep that in mind. Even though there are more, you actually only need to enter 2 cinemas. In this first one you will get a power-up for Mask the Smith, in the other one you will get the time ring. And always remember that there are going to be ambushes in one or another way. Shoot this crack in the wall to get access to the hidden treasure behind it. And then you can see the cutscene. I sped it up a little bit. And with this, Mask actually has a faster reload, and I believe he also does a little bit more damage. And like I warned you, there's going to be an ambush, and in order to deal with it you have to change to Con or to another killer. Once you're done here, you will leave the section and make way to cinema number 1. At first, this cinema is not that difficult. You're gonna have to deal with a special smile here and a flying micro smile. Once you're done with them, get to the stage, pick out Coyote and open the chest to get the time ring. Once you've got the ring, you'll be ambushed by protector smiles, so use mask to deal with them. Don't rest easy just yet, you're not done with this room. There's still going to be this ambush. Use con to deal with them, and after that you can finally use the time ring to fix the broken piece of furniture that's waiting for you at the end of the string quartet. You can use this item at the end of this section, and to get there you will use Kevin. Here I use his invisibility to get through the section because I do not want to deal with all these enemies again. But keep in mind they are still there, so I have to deal with them later. So yeah, use the item, flip the switch. In order to get these balloons down there, you need to switch to the wind ring, and when you've got the balloons down, you can pick them up and find the bullet you need for the end. To deal with these two enemies quick, I use 2 vials to kill a backward smile. It's not a big deal, I'll get this back later. And now finally we've got all the things we need to get access to the next really tough area. So here you see me walking with mask, and with new mask you can finally shoot down this barrier. And now you can enter Adventure Plaza. Adventure Plaza is a very tricky part of this run because there are lots of tough enemies like this Protector Z smile. And also these spawner smiles you can see in the corner. So you actually do not want to spend a lot of time here, and that's why I would advise you, please select con, run straight ahead once you've killed that smile, and save, because it's very important to save at this point. Use Kevin's special power to get to the Freaky Funhouse. And now I need you to do something very risky. You actually want to run straight ahead to the door, and once you're at the door, quickly switch to mask and open the door so that the Protector Z smile doesn't get you. The enemies in the Freaky Funhouse itself are nothing new, you know them from before. There are those smiles with the deformed limbs you have to shoot, and also some of these bomb head smiles from before. So nothing new, it's nothing special, just be careful when walking around corners, like at this point here you would otherwise run straight into him. I'm taking it very safe here. After shooting the wall down with mask, you get access to this merry-go-round thing with the shooting gallery. It's nothing special again, it's a very tedious task to do. Only tricky part is that these deformed smiles, they will actually respawn while you're doing this, so that's the only tricky part, and of course you have to actually be good at aiming, so I sped this whole thing up because it takes a lot of time. Once you've entered the burning hell, erase the fire on the bridge. And right after that you'll be attacked by these flying smiles again. So again, refocus your aim, shoot, refocus, shoot again, until you've killed them all. Pick Harmon because of his damage and good accuracy. Also, the game trolls you. Right after you've killed them, there's still one micro smile that might catch you off guard. He's not dangerous, just annoying. Once you're done with that, there's another shooting gallery. Nothing special, just shoot the targets, and then you can enter the spinny to fight a quote-unquote boss. So this special smile is a very shy guy. He actually will flee from you if you face him directly, but you have to face him to shoot the heart on his chest. So once he runs into a direction, get into his opposite direction, and here you see me missing, but on my next try I'll get him. So once he gets around the corner, aim, and once you aim he will flinch, and once he flinches you can hit him. Get the demon gun, get the bullet, and you're done with this section. After a short walk you will be back at Adventure Plaza. Here you will have another fight with some new enemies. Now this time there will be these jogging smiles. So just face them from a safe distance and run straight to Harmon's room to save again. After that you use Kevin's special ability again to get to the Killer Mansion. And the Killer Mansion is not that tricky if you use the way I use. Just be careful when walking like I do here. Sometimes you want to stop and make sure that the enemy's in a safe distance from you. You want to leave this section only through the doors with the Heaven smile on the picture facing you. So you want to enter this door. In the next room there will be backwards smiles. Be careful here, these guys respawn very quickly, so you want to kill them fast and make a run for it. Also, still you want to take careful steps on your way because these guys respawn fast, like I said. So, and here there will be a protector smile, and this protector smile, yeah, if you walk carefully like me, you can kind of not alert him too early. Remember, you want to have at least one vial in the next room, so pick your options wisely here. So there's a bullet in the next room and you need this vial to get to it. You use Coyote for that, because you will have to jump. After that, there will be sort of a moment where the game kind of trolls you, but don't worry, you are not in immediate danger. So here the game will switch into a cutscene and switch your character for you, and you actually would rather not use this character. But luckily for us, there's a Harmon's room. Switch back to Con, and after that you will get to Adventure Plaza again, and there will be no enemies this time at least. And still you want to save and get ready for a little quote-unquote boss fight again. So, and if you're wondering what kind of boss fight this is, don't blink. Yeah. After this is over, I want you to use this Harmon's room, and this is the perfect opportunity to spend all your hard-earned blood and to upgrade Mask the Smith, because Mask will be very important for your next fight. So this is the whole amount of blood I've been able to gather to this point, and I use all of it to upgrade him. I will speed this up just a little bit. I probably forgot to show his upgrade progress in the last videos. The general gist is you want to give him a lot of damage and a lot of range. Also make sure his speed and waver is a little bit upgraded. And once you're done with this, I want you to save and get ready for the last boss in this level. And if you remember from your last playthrough on the normal difficulties, this is one of the hardest fights in the game, if not the hardest fight. I'm sorry, but as a player of this game, I have the responsibility to show you this cutscene to its full potential, so yeah. So at first what I did here is I selected Harmon because he's got a good HP value and he's got a good accuracy, but still the best accuracy does not work if you can't shoot properly, like you see here. The girl is very fast. This is a very tedious fight and it's meant to break you. If you remember the fight from your last time you were here, yeah. So, but you actually want to use Harmon for at least some hits because she's got a lot of HP and you want to make good use of your HP pool with Harmon. So, also it would be good if you could stock up on some blood to heal yourself before the fight. I should have mentioned this before, but I'm doing it right now. So, and I will speed up this fight now because I will get some shots like this one and I'll speed this up to the actual strategy of this fight. And the actual strategy for this fight is you want to use Mask. Because Mask's grenades have a lot of splash damage and you will use this to its full potential here. In order to hit the girl, you don't want to actually shoot at her. You want to shoot at her feet like I did there and there, but okay, I still missed her. And here you can see how much damage she does. So having those healing vials ready is very important. Remember, you have got some healing vials at your disposal, and also you made the safety save before, so nothing's lost if you get hit too much. Don't worry about it. Keep your cool. That's the best strategy I can give you here, because this fight is an endurance fight. She's got way more HP than any other boss you've faced up to this point, and you have to really take your time. Make good shots, use the range on his grenades, and eventually you will succeed. Stay calm, we're almost done. Just a few more shots and she's defeated. I will also leave the full cutscene because it's hilarious. Imagine my reaction at the first time seeing this. In part 2 of Encounter we are going to raid the mansion of Curtis Blackburn. The mansion itself consists of 2 buildings being separated by a huge walkway with lots of enemies. Other than some new enemies that you will encounter here, there's nothing special in this stage, other than the fact that the enemy respawn rate in some areas is very high. So get ready for that, because in the first big area you will visit, there will be a lot of enemies that respawn very quickly. So at first, once you start the stage, I want you to switch to Con, and right around the corner here there will be an enemy, so you won't visit him right now. Or I will. Yes, I shoot this guy, but to the right there's a safe room and I want you to use that as soon as possible to continue your safety save, and then we'll start to get stuff. In this garden area there are 3 items you want to get, and our first detour will be, once we kill this guy, we take the road to the left, and immediately after, around the corner there will be an enemy. And in this clip I actually want to demonstrate how fast the respawn rate of the enemies in this section is. So I try to kill the Camellia Smile, and while doing that, the first guy I killed entering this garden section is already respawned and going right around the corner. And there you see the second guy respawning. So the respawn rate is really high and very dangerous if you walk around not carefully. The first item you will get here is the bullet from the statue. Use collateral shot and get it. After that, still be careful for the respawning enemies. So I selected Con here and walk around the corner carefully. There he is, the first guy. Shoot him, and the second guy, and then you can continue collecting items. At the branching path you take a right turn and use the fire ring for this puzzle to get the item. After that, select Kevin to use his invisibility to get through the lasers, like here. Shoot the security panel and then you'll do the car puzzle. Solve this puzzle by flipping the switch to the left, again to the left, and down. Once you picked up the ring, you have finally got all the items and you can enter the mansion. The high respawn rate of the enemies is also intact in the mansion itself, so there's this mithril smile that might catch you off guard. So keep that in mind when you do this puzzle or shoot the spawner that will be in the next room. So use the watering, get the bullet, then you want to shoot the crack in the wall. And then there will be the spawner enemy that you can kill with the collateral shot. You can see me here selecting Con and dealing with the last enemy in the room. And then after that I will cheat. So there is a section here that is really hard and I want to avoid every enemy here. I select Kevin to get past the laser defense and also walk past every enemy here. I sped this video up. Just in front of you there is the second building you will want to enter and finally make a save. But first I need to show you this fight where I actually fail, and the reason is that I did not count my vials. So I wasted a little bit of blood and a little bit too much blood beforehand, so I'm already struggling with these two guys. And once I'm done with them, I do not have enough vials to deal with the next protector smile. So there's a problem, but as you will see, I am able to manage this whole situation because I've got Kevin and I have got at least one vial to use with Kevin. So Kevin is a real saver in situations like this, if you've got the resources. The important thing here is that you are able to save, because you've done a lot of progress to this point and you don't want to lose it by dying. So save here. After that, once you leave this room, you will be surrounded by enemies again, but it's not a big deal. Stay calm, pick your targets like I do here. First I use Con to deal with the mithril smile, and these two protector smiles are no big deal. You don't have to use vials to kill them. They are the normal kind. Once you're done here, continue on forward, take a turn to the right. In this part of the mansion you want to deactivate the security system, so deal with this mithril smile first, then you get to the control panel, deactivate it. After that, continue your way, and in this next room you will be trolled by the game. There's a micro smile waiting for you. Don't worry, nothing happened there. Get rid of this smile and collect the item, and then you are done with this part of the mansion. Now return to where you started in this house, but be careful, there are new enemies waiting for you once you enter this room. When you've dealt with the backward smile, continue your way to the left part of the mansion. there will be also some enemies waiting here. It's again one of those backward smiles, and there's a mithril smile in the bedroom. So what I do here is I actually fail to kill the mithril smile. I make a safe return to get some distance and then safely dispatch of the first enemy and then the second one. After that, use the time ring to fix the broken clock and get the last item you need. Now you head back all the way to where you saved the game. Remember, there are enemies again. It's like the last time, and this time I get my revenge. I dispatched the first foe, I dispatched the second foe, and now I get my chance to beat this guy fair and square. After this, do yourself a favor, save the game and get ready for a really challenging boss fight, because Ayami is back. And maybe even stronger than before, because I think that actually this fight is harder than the first fight you had with her. So get ready for that. Remember to heal yourself, and yeah, I'm quiet now. This fight again is really tough and really long. It's a really tough endurance round where you have to stock up on healing items beforehand and also have Harmon as a backup ready. So I sped up this video to make this a little bit more watchable. At some point I have to even heal myself and also rely on Harmon. She will get into a second phase where she aggroes and runs around the screen even faster, so get ready for this all. But keep in mind, if you beat her, you've beaten the hardest boss in the game, and there's nothing in the game that can stand in your way anymore. I am now close to the point where I need to heal myself. There is the last hit I could actually endure. So now use all the vials to heal myself. And after that, again, the fight still continues. Here I speed it up even more because this fight still isn't over. So I just want to quickly get to the point where I switch to Harmon here. And now I will continue the fight at its regular speed. So all in all, this fight took me over 3 minutes to complete, with the cutscenes included. And I'm just glad it's over. So really, once again, once this fight is over, you've done the hardest task in the game. After that, all the bosses compared to this are kind of a joke, honestly. I speed this up to her last phase, and there she will be standing in front of the closed shutter, and you have to hit her constantly, so while still being shot at. So get ready for this. Get quick shots in, get good shots in, and she's done. Congratulations, now we have just only one more boss to deal with, and this level is going to be finished. The last thing you want to do here is disable the security system and then make your way back to where you came from. There is going to be an ambush again, like you're used to. Deal with these guys, like you have already done before. And then you have to deal with all these protector smiles here. So use mask for this. There are 3 protector smiles. First one, the second one. Last one is a regular one, you don't need a vial for him. There he is. And the last enemy here is this rolling ball kind of thing. I used Con for this. After that, you'll be entering the pool area. Here are just 2 more of the Bon Pad smiles. They're no big deal. Once you're done with them, flip the switch to drain the pool, and then you get access to your final save point in this whole level. In the pool there's a cracked wall. You will use mask to break it open, and behind the cracked wall there's a door to the last safe room. This is also the perfect opportunity not only to save the game, but also to max out on the blood count in this level, and also to upgrade so that you have got more space in the next level to collect more blood. Since you are basically done with the hardest challenges in the game, you can proceed to upgrade the killers in the way you like. I just upgraded the killers I already had upgraded to a certain level so that they are even more effective. So as you can see, I'm using some points for Kevin because I like to rely on him when things get tough. So this might be the perfect opportunity to upgrade him a little further. When you're done with saving and upgrading, get ready for the next tricky boss fight in this level. It's not tough, it's just tricky. I did a little compilation of all the tries I had with this one. In order to get this guy, it's a laser smile, it's called the laser smile. You want to shoot the weak point in the head. I use con, because con hits the weak points, but it's still tricky because the enemy is very far away from you. So as you can see, I have to run quite a distance, and yeah, it would have been just a split second before I would have gotten shot there, so that was very close. The second try I did, just for funsies, was also not that good, so I this time I ran very close to him, and I did not hit him with the auto lock on. I aimed manually there. And this last try, tried a little bit further, and that was probably the best try. And here, in case you're wondering and you missed it, you cannot use Kevin to get through this fight with invisibility. Later in the next video I will show you the trick to this, but it's not possible here. So and now for the last, let's call him boss in this level, it's Curtis Blackburn. It's not a big deal. Just select Dan, because he's the only one that can enter this door. And the trick to Curtis is, this is a kind of a western showdown with very high tension, and you have to watch the pigeon on his shoulder. Once the pigeon stretches its head and neck upwards, like, yes, like this. After that, the pigeon will fly away. So every other move this pigeon does is just to troll you. Just stay calm and you can do it. I will also demonstrate a missed shot on my end. So it's probably this one or the next one. No, it stretches its neck, you see. After that it will fly away. Then it's this try. So I failed on purpose here, just to demonstrate it. You can completely no-miss this fight. Here you see. So this pigeon is really there to fool you. But if you watch closely and always pay attention to the neck and the head of the pigeon, you cannot miss any shots in this fight. To be honest, this is kind of cool and kind of boring at the same time. The first time I was at this boss, I kind of felt like this would be a perfect boss for a Hideo Kojima game, because I really like this kind of design to a boss. It's very gimmicky, but also very interesting, and also you can't deny that there's a lot of tension in the air in this fight, because if you pull the aim button at the wrong time, you can lose. So there's very high risk, high reward here. If you watch closely, you feel like you're being rewarded for your attention. So that's very cool in my opinion. So yeah, This boss is not that hard, just use the tricks I showed you and you will be likely to succeed, and after that you will be done with this stage. And this is it, Curtis is down. I hope this guide helps you in your quests on defeating this hard mode of the game. Also, thank you for watching and please look forward to the next video.